The Dawn. They call it the Dawn for a reason. Check it out. Link in the description. You can have access to this and about 10 other indicators and a Discord group and a mentor, one-on-one coaching, so on and so forth. There's a lot you get for a little, and I promise you, you will make that 150 bucks back if you follow this system. Now, to get into this real fast, I suck at trading this type of systems. It's a really good system, these trend following systems, but I'm a counter trend trader, so I struggle with this. If you're a counter trend trader, you might struggle with it as well. If you're a scalper, or you're someone who trades really short-term time frames, it can work for that. But I personally think, being that I'm a counter trend trader and that I'm a scalper, that you need to get used to trading the trend type of systems a little bit if you're not used to it. And that's I'm in that camp right now, where I'm not going to come in here and say that I know how to trade this perfectly. Go check out the Money Moves Investments YouTube channel. There are instruction videos from the creator of the algos on how to trade this. Okay, so I've watched a lot of those, try to pick up a lot of tips and hints and stuff like that, and I've been practicing with this. Now, if I would have traded this like a true professional last week, I would be up about 150 ES points right now. So I kind of went back and looked at some of the trades I should have taken and didn't, because I was, I'm still stuck in my counter trend type mindset, trading my old style, it was a very effective style. But I'm trying to switch gears here so that I can give this algo a full go as far as trading it as well as I can. So definitely very solid. Now, I'm not going to discount trading basic systems as well. There are other systems that work really well as well. The only reason I'm going to say that I like this one the best is the script that is written on, with just the one indicator is all you need, is extremely nice, because now you can have free trading view and you don't have to pay for any upgrades or anything like that, and just have all the indicators you could possibly want, really, to have a full system built into one indicator. So let's just start off with that. Now, you can basically run a super trend, which is, a lot of these trend systems are based off of ATR stops and things like that. But the super trend is kind of similar, where you're going to be taking your buy and sell signals off of, basically a candle hitting the ATR stop. Where in this case, though, it's a little bit more filtered, because you're filtering your sell off of a baseline, and then you also have this moving average in there as well, these are extremely accurate, by the way. And then you basically have your trend indicator down here at the bottom. So very nice, tight, basically like a 4.3-point check system to say, okay, this is a really good sell or buy. One thing that you'll see, you're seeing two signals here. You're seeing a buy here and a sell here. Now, this buy right here, this one got stopped out, and once this one triggered, it stopped that one out and triggered a new sell. What happened here is this right here, the reason this signal wasn't that great, because you're right here on this clothesline, not an actual clothesline, but the previous day clothesline. You're basically right there, and it just barely went positive, but the baseline is still heading down. You didn't really get that curve higher. What a lot of times you'll see, once the sell happens, you'll see this kind of start to make its way down. This is kind of like an indication that the trend hasn't quite fully rolled over yet. And so getting the sell doesn't necessarily mean you need to get into the trade right away, because you want to see this start heading down. Now, you saw this, if you're looking at the system, you're going, okay, we just came out of all the different sessions. So you got the Asian, London, you've got New York session. These are all kind of overlapped here. So we're just kind of in just like no man's land over the weekend, and we've got a pretty nice sell that occurred all the way into this buy signal. So is this little buy signal here barely able to get positive on the day? Is this buy signal going to supersede, the many hours of essentially a downtrend. And so, and you're running into the end of the day. So this is the session break. So new session starts, and you've got a buy signal, which is pretty weak, but it was a confirmed signal. So, do you take this every single time? Again, that's where you're going to have to practice with it and understand it a little bit. But I wouldn't have taken this, and I didn't take this buy because I wanted to wait and see if they could curve this baseline higher again. And what I eventually saw happen was we got this little red dot here on this sell right here. This sell right here told me that, I'm waiting for this trade to turn back up again. But did it ever turn back up again? No. What happened was we got sell, and then we got a confirmed sell. And we're still all red. So I like the short better because we had a failed buy, and then at the open of the new session we had a confirmed sell pretty quickly. And so the odds of this being a downtrend forming are very high. So trading the longer time frame has been very helpful. Finding a few tickers and trading the higher time frame and just waiting for the trade to sort of develop has been a lot better than essentially just taking the signal right away and just blindly doing that. Because if you understand the market structure and the kind of overall context, then you'll have a better idea of where to execute and which sells and buys to take. Now, in aggregate, if you've got a tested system that you should take every buy and sell signal, that's a different story. I don't think that's what this is going to be built on, at least for me. It's going to be more of the sell signal or the buy signal is going to be sort of just an execution thing for me, because I'm already going to know, like I already go into the trade knowing whether I'm bearish or bullish on something. And so if I'm bearish on something, they're going to have to really convince me to get in long. And if I'm bearish, it's not going to take a lot of convincing to get me short. I'm already going to be looking for ways to get short. So this is just a really nice tool to help you kind of, if you've ever heard this, express your own views into the market. And a lot of people do that in different ways. This is just one way to do that. And I think it's an extremely effective way. So if you want to try this thing out, go check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed. This is just one little tip of the iceberg to everything that this thing can actually do. And there'll be more videos as I get into some of the more in-depth things you can do with it. I'll do more videos on that. But right now I just wanted to kind of do a quick overview of where I'm at least with trading it, and kind of reporting on a little bit of some of the issues that I've had personally and some of the things we're looking on fixing. So if you like this kind of thing, hit like, subscribe, go to the link and check it out. Peace.